Good glorious day, fireflies. It's me, Star. I have anxiously been waiting to make this video all week. Oh my word. Since last Sunday, exactly 1 week ago from today, our family has more than tripled. We now have over 450 fireflies. What is this craziness? This whole week has been a whirlwind for me. So many new fireflies entering into the family, and I'm trying my hardest to get to know as many of you as I can. Just reading all your sweet and encouraging comments has really meant the world to me. I never thought that I would ever have more than 100 fireflies, or that I would even reach that number. I'm just an ordinary girl who speaks too fast, who slurs her words. I use sound effects more than words. I also speak too loud and laugh too much. I just never imagined that so many people would be interested in who I am. I know you wouldn't be able to tell through the videos I upload here on YouTube, but I am a very shy person. I'm also really quiet and timid. I'm pretty much a hermit, actually. It is so hard for me to reach out to people, to talk to people, to make connections and friendships. And ever since I started this journey of fireflyhood with all of you, it's really made me feel a lot less alone. I want to thank you, all of you, so much. Since the family has multiplied so quickly, I want to take this time so you all could get to know me a little bit better. Because I do, honestly, wholeheartedly want to be best friends with all of you. This last week, I asked fireflies on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube for questions for me to answer. So, let's get on to those questions. Our first set of questions comes from Erin. She asks, do you have any pets in real life? Yes, Erin, I do. I have 4 puppies, Mona, Parker, Boo, and Princess. Her second question is, what 3 things from The Sims 3 do you think you couldn't play the game without? I could not play without the testing cheats enabled true cheat. I cheat so much in my game, so I absolutely have to have this in order to play. Also, the multi-tab, it's a premium object from the Sims 3 store. I absolutely love it. Your Sims learn skills so quickly. It's like them listening to a podcast, and they can be doing like multiple things at once and still be learning like 2 skills at once. It's absolutely amazing. I also really love I guess my third item would be the walker and play set or playpen. They're premium objects from the Sims 3 store. Oh my goodness, they're such a lifesaver. Your sim basically just throws a child into them, and they can teach themselves how to walk and how to talk. It's phenomenal. Most greatest thing I ever spent my points on. Our second question comes from Lervine1. What other games do you like other than The Sims? Honestly, I'm not that big of a gamer. I don't really play games. If something's too complicated or too many tasks or too many things, objectives or whatnot, they confuse me. I am a very simple-minded person, so like the easier, the better for me. A lot of you asked me this question, when did you decide to be a YouTuber and why? I've been part of the YouTube community since 2008, and by that I mean I've been regularly watching videos on YouTube since 2008. That's when I discovered vloggers, and I fell in love. So I started watching vloggers, and then I started watching like gurus, and then just recently, I want to say about maybe a year and a half ago, I started watching Simmers on YouTube, and the first Simmer I ran across was Landros12. He is phenomenal and amazing, and he is one of the many people that inspired me to start making Let's Plays for my own. The second person that inspired me to make LPs is Sims 3 Copper Fox. Next question comes from Catherine Weatherford. What things do you believe in as a child? And I asked her what she meant, and she said, like, fairy tales and myths. So, like most children, I believed in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny. But as a child, I remember once I did something, and I was upsetting my mother, and she scolded me. And she said, Star, stop that, or the cuckoo's going to come after you. Now, the cuckoo is like the Mexican version of the boogeyman. And so when she said this, I looked at her, and I was like, what is the cuckoo? And she's like, it's the boogeyman. He's going to come after you. So ever since that day, I was like terrified of the boogeyman or the cuckoo. I was scared to death that he would come and hurt me. Next question comes from Millie Lula. Are you having a good day? I am having a good day, Millie. Are you having a great day? MC Brandt asked, what do you think the future of your channel will be? Honestly, I hope that my channel would become a community of fireflies where we can support and love and lift up one another. This world is filled with so much darkness, so many bad things, and sometimes I feel like we forget that there is light in the world, that there is joy and happiness and freedom, and I just hope that we as a family can come and support one another and just remind not only ourselves here on YouTube, but out in the world, and just shine our lights and just be the joy and the happiness and the love that people need. You know, I went through very dark times in my life, very dark times, and I almost didn't make it through. And it wasn't until I found the light and realized that there was someone there that loved me and cared for me and wanted me to pull through, that I was able to crawl out of that darkness and into the light and turn into the person that I am today. And so my aspiration for my life and for yours is that we can reach out to one another and change the world, because we can. We can change the world. And I know that's a lot to put on a YouTube channel, but I really hope that our love and our joy and our happiness can change another person's life. Next question comes from Animal Lover 88. What's your favorite sim you created on YouTube or offline? My favorite character that I've ever created is Rue Robinson. I was inspired to create the sim by the character of Alex from the TV show The Orange is the New Black. And I was inspired by the character of Rue in the Hunger Games series to name her that. Rue is my favorite character in the Hunger Games, and so I chose traits that mimicked Rue from the book. My last and final question comes from The Legend of Kentora. How did you find out about The Sims? I have actually already answered this question in my Sims 3 question tag, so I will be putting a link to that video up here on the screen right now, so you can go check that out. That video is actually really long, so be prepared if you decide to watch that video. However, I will answer this question really quickly. I started playing The Sims when The Sims 1 came out. I didn't play very long. I only played the base game, and some friends were playing it and they told me to play it, and I actually really liked it. And then I didn't start playing The Sims 3 until, I want to say, a couple of years ago, when I saw an ad on Facebook that said that I should play it. And I remembered how much I loved the first one, so I picked up a copy and I fell in love. Well, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A video. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below. Who knows? Maybe I'll turn this into a monthly thing. I love you guys so much, and thank you for all your love and support. And don't forget, go out and be a light. Love will save the day. Bye, fireflies.